Hey the Ramblers and Rovers, I am Miguel, and this is Puerto Vallarta.
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón. La casa del merengue, la casa de la bachata. La, 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 la. La casa del merengue. La, 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 la. Y la casa de la bachata. Música, 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 te traigo música. Ajá.
So we are rambling and roving our way across the Mexican Pacific coast. Our travels continue after Barra de Navidad, Manzanillo, and some of these other amazing beach towns. We are finally in this major Mexican tourism hotspot right at the edge of the Mexican Pacific coast. This is one of Mexico's top destinations to come and explore, and today we are exploring La Zona Romantica, the romantic zone, so called because how is this not the most romantic coast you have ever been in? So follow us as we show you some of the sights around here, why you should come to Puerto Vallarta, delight in some of the moments and the amazing gorgeous views that we can appreciate throughout paradise on the Mexican Pacific coast. Let's start exploring. So we're starting off our exploration of downtown Puerto Vallarta, known as La Zona Romantica or Viejo Vallarta. This is the site of the original settlement of Puerto Vallarta that eventually would develop into the bustling Mexican beach hotspot that it is today. So we're starting up here in these beautiful, beautiful neighborhoods filled with boutique hotels, restaurants, art galleries, and vacation rentals, down into the deeper part of the waterfront, where we will visit the Malecon and we will visit all the different hotspots and sites to show you and bring you a little bit of the vibrancy and color that is Puerto Vallarta. So let's get going. So I've been having a blast in Puerto Vallarta so far. I've been here for the past couple of days. I've been staying with an amazing couchsurfing host here in Puerto Vallarta, and he's taking me around the downtown and the Malecon and showing me all the different sites, a lot of which I'm going to show to you today. And I am absolutely blown away by the amount of energy and shops and smells and flavors and all kinds of things to do and see here. It's just so hyper concentrated, especially in this zone, the Zona Romantica and the old downtown. I had been to Vallarta once before, but I had never really explored like this area. We had stayed in the hotel zone, which is the zone that is the furthest away from this section of town, like complete night and day. If you've seen some of our previous videos, like in Cancun and the Riviera Maya and the Oaxaca coast, this feels to me like a mixture of both. One where there's like this balance between the culture and Mexican way of life and tourist amenities worthy of a hotspot like this. So right behind me we have the temple of Our Lady of Guadalupe with its stunning crown up there. Michael, my couchsurfing host, was actually telling me that that is the actual crown on which the icon for Corona, the beer, or the Mexican beer, is based on, which even I as a Mexican didn't know, so it's fun to see it. I love all the streamers here in the background. You have plenty of plazas, artwork and sculptures, especially around the Malecon. It's a very easy city to move around. There's an easy bus system that just takes you everywhere, even to some of the beaches that are the furthest away from town, like Mispaloya, for example. What I like the most of Zona Romantica, the downtown, is that there is just so much to see and do. It's hard to choose particular places to recommend because there are just so many of them. You really It really feels like the kind of place where you need to stay for a good long while to kind of organically find all of these places and start building like a collection of like places that you like to go and haunt. So right now we just reached Los Arcos here on the Malecon. So if you guys don't know, a Malecon is Spanish for like a seaside walk, like a seaside promenade. So this takes you all the way from the Arts Quarter right at the end of the pier and a bridge that crosses the river over on this side, where you can actually spot crocodiles. I actually saw a crocodile there yesterday, maybe 20 meters away from like the people playing on the beach. You know, it's Mexico. And the Malecon is just filled with so many works of art and statues and bars and clubs and restaurants, souvenir stands. So it's a really nice area to come and walk, especially during the sundown, when everything just gets bathed in golden light and it just really turns Puerto Vallarta into like a vision of paradise. This really is taking drinking and riding to a whole other level. So people erect these stone cairns here on the beach by way of decoration and leaving your own mark on the beach. What is this guy selling? So this whole area between the church square and the start of the Malecon by the arches and Playa, Los Muertos, which we're gonna see up in a little bit once it comes up, is where all the food stands are. So this is where they set up in the late afternoon. Everything from ice cream to ceviche, fresh ceviche, so fresh it's still swimming when you get it, grilled shrimp and all kinds of other goodies. It's better to come here by night when everybody's been set up, the heat has subsided, and it just kind of becomes this vibrant night market that you can partake in and appreciate some of that Pacific Mexican cuisine. So we're crossing the bridge here over the Rio Cuale, which is here right behind us. I can actually see an alligator in the water way out there. Can you see it, sir?
Where do you see the alligator?
You see, it's right. You see right beneath the handle?
Yeah, hot dog.
Right?
Yeah, that's an alligator for sure.
Not the place to go swimming.
Yeah.
Yesterday he was perching right down here,
Yeah.
right beneath the bridge. It's like a bit of a lagoon.
I think officially it's a crocodile. But that's okay. I don't know what the difference
Oh, it's a crocodile? Oh, yeah.
Who cares? They're a guy with big teeth.
Yeah.
See you later. Thanks for showing me that.
Look at those palm trees. Absolute paradise here. So this is the start of Playa Los Muertos here in the Puerto Vallarta downtown. You can really see why they would call this La Zona Romantica. This is just so evocative of what you would expect a Mexican paradise to be. Very much, as somebody who has traveled all over Mexico, this is very close to the ideal. So you have all these condos and hotels, this long beautiful promenade with shady palm trees and the start of the beach here. This has to be one of my favorite beaches that I've seen so far, and it's one of the liveliest beaches in all of Puerto Vallarta, a real classic. So Puerto Vallarta has great weather all year round, especially during the winter when it actually is the high season here in Puerto Vallarta. From late November, December, January all the way up into April, where most of the Canadians and Americans are escaping from the northern cold and coming down here for the tropical vibe. And you can see why, for sure. So we are coming up now on La Plaza de los Azulejos, the tile park, so called because this entire plaza is decorated using the traditional tiles, the traditional like Mexican tiles, all kinds of beautiful works of art here. This is a very, very beautiful plaza with one of the most amazing gazebos that I have seen in this country. And then on the other side of these buildings, Playa Los Muertos keeps going all the way towards the south. If you wanted to go to some of the other beaches, they're way further down that way too. You can either catch the bus or walk if you're like me and you like exploring places on foot or with your taste buds. Or otherwise, there's other beaches that are very much further along and you can just catch a bus and be there within 15 to 20 minutes and just keep exploring this amazing coast. Perfect place to escape from the afternoon sun. Okay, so this bench has to be my absolute favorite. They're just so colorful. You can even buy all the different Talavera tiles here in town. They range from anything from $1 to a couple of dollars per tile if you want like those traditional like Mexican kitchens back home, or if you want to take like a set and just decorate like a small part of your home with it. Just so many different souvenirs and just very unique things and items that you can take away from here as mementos of your trip. Welcome to Los Muertos Beach, the Dead Man's Beach. I have no idea why they would call it that, but so the original Puerto Vallarta was located right down there, kind of around the area where we started our exploration of the Zona Romantica, the downtown, and it eventually just spread all along the coast. You can see here in the background all of these beautiful hotels and condominiums, restaurants lining the beach, and the magnificent Los Muertos Pier here, from where you can see and catch some of the most amazing sunsets in the whole of Puerto Vallarta. So Puerto Vallarta is located right on the Bay of Banderas, which is this bay right here. This is one of the warmest bays in all of Mexico, and this is also where the humpback whales come from their freezing northern hunting grounds when they want to breed and raise their young. So you can actually do some whale watching while you're here, if you're here during the season, which is around late November, December, early January is when the whales are here. I really recommend that you do so. I've had the chance to see them when I was in Ecuador, in Isla de la Plata. Totally worth it. It really is a life-changing experience to do so, and you can do it right here in Puerto Vallarta. Okay, so just in case you're wondering about why this beach is not jam-packed full of tourists, Puerto Vallarta is, after all, one of Mexico's most popular beach destinations. It's because we are here during the low season. So we're filming in early June. So this is one of the lowest parts of the entire season, the start of summer, and doing a Mexican heat wave. So the sun is it's pretty warm here. It's amazing to be able to go into the water when you want to and just have the beach for yourself. But don't underestimate the crowds here in Puerto Vallarta. This fills up during the high season. You can bet your sweet passport that it does. So this is Los Muertos Pier. This is one of the best spots to see the sunset. We'll be coming back here in a little bit after we explore the rest of Los Muertos Beach further south. We still have maybe a good hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes of sunlight left before this becomes the place to watch the sunset. So we'll be coming back so we can appreciate what it actually looks like. This really has got to be one of the most beautiful beaches I have ever been to. It is extremely, extremely clean, beautiful. All the buildings are well maintained. Everything is color and decorated. People are not too pushy here, like the vendors, for example. I don't know if it's just because it's low season, but it's very ideal to come and enjoy, relax. Look at this incredible sunset behind me, guys. This is what a Mexican Pacific sunset looks like. Just so golden and grand, and it's not just the sunset itself, it's the whole scenery around us, the mountains, the wind, all the people here also enjoying the sunset, the soft swaying of the ships here in the background, and the soft golden light just bathing everything, just the sun blessing everything before it goes to sleep. This is such a worthy moment, you know, to appreciate. Totally worth coming to Vallarta and exploring this remarkable Mexican city just for this view. Exactly, just for this view. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this tour of La Zona Romantica and getting to enjoy Puerto Vallarta and its incredible sights with me. You really cannot go wrong with this as one of your destinations when rambling and roving your way around Mexico, and especially the Jalisco coast. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, it keeps us growing, say hi in the comments. I love hearing from all of you. I try to respond to as many comments as I can, so just come in, say hi. So till the next adventures, adios. Keep traveling, my friends.